Hey guys, I'm back with another story time. Now, if you guys are into the spiritual and the supernatural, this is a great story time for you. I was telling someone else about this story, so I felt like I should share it with you guys. This talks about the time that I found out that the New Testament, the King James Version Bible, and the devil worshiping Bible were made by the same person. So let's get into it. In 2010, I moved from Florida to Delaware and I was looking for a job. My best friend, who I call my sister, she was working for this cleaning company and she was like, hey, I could get you in there working for them as well. So I'm like, okay, cool. I ended up getting the position and we were cleaning houses all over Delaware. And they were like people who had of status and money. So there was this one house in particular. It was like kind of in a wooded area. So in a neighborhood, it was other houses in the neighborhood, but this house kind of sat alone. And every time we went in the house, we kind of felt a little uneasy. Now the owners of the home, and then we had a whole team of cleaners, mind you. We had two or three other people on our team. So it was me, my best friend, and two or other women that worked with us. Right? So every time we went into this house, the house always felt cold. But what we did notice was their owners, they would always be traveling. They would always be gone. And when we would go around the house, you would notice different artifacts. They traveled the world and they brought artifacts from all over the world into their home. Now, when you walked into their home, there was two ways that you can come in. You could come in through the front door, which was when you came in through the front door, there was a living room, and then you would come straight forward. There was like a living room to your left-hand side, and then there was you can come straight forward into the kitchen. Now, if you came in through the side door, you came into a family room, and then you would come into the kitchen. So the house always felt cold, but you have to go through the kitchen, and then through that hallway to kind of get to the other back rooms of the home. So the home always felt really cold. And I would always say that to my friend, but I noticed that there were like so many different artifacts that they collected all over the world that was in that home. One of the back bedrooms had like a project. It looked like a project, but it was like the all-seeing eye and the Illuminati. I'm just thinking, oh, people are making things and they're probably just bringing it home and just wanting to decorate their house with it. I'm not thinking anything of it. So there was a particular day that we went into the home and there was stuff in the fireplace in the family room because we came through the side door. I didn't think anything of it. We didn't pay any attention to it. The two other ladies, they stayed in the family room and they cleaned the family room. So me, my friend, and another one of the ladies we went to, one of them stayed and cleaned the kitchen. The other one, us two, we went to the back so we could do the back rooms and we could do the bathroom that was back there. So I go into the master bedroom, which happened to be on the left-hand side. And when you're coming down the hallway, and I'm just cleaning. Not thinking anything of it. Just a normal cleaning. The house is still cold. It's dead of summer. I know that I'm not thinking, okay, maybe the air is on because it is dead of summer. I get to the room and I realize that there's two Bibles on the nightstand. Don't pay it any mind. I'm just thinking the Bible is a regular Bible. Maybe they read the Bible before they go to bed. So I clean one nightstand off, I dust it off, I'm making the bed up, and then I go to the other nightstand and I dust the other Bible off. When I picked up the other Bible, on the side of the Bible, it said devil worshiping Bible. I'm like, huh? I put that Bible down. I go back to the other side, and it is the New Testament, the King James Version. And the King James Version was on the devil worshiping Bible. In that moment, it clicked with me that these Bibles were made by the same person. They had the same author. Okay? That freaked me out immediately. I came out the room to tell my friend because she was cleaning. There was an outer space outside of the master bedroom. It was it was a hallway, but it was an opening. They had like a little planetarium there. It was beautiful. She's cleaning that area. I come to find her. I'm like, listen, I don't know what's going on, but I just see something that I'm just confused about. And I just want to know if you see the same thing that I'm seeing. So I bring her into the room. I show her the regular Bible, which was the New Testament, the King James Version. And then I show her the devil worshiping Bible that was also down the side, said the King James Version of that as well. She was like, I see exactly what you're talking about. She said, and I didn't want to say anything to you, but when you came into the room, there was a black figure standing behind you. Okay. It's time for us to go. So I'm like, listen, let's hurry up, do what we have to do, because we need to get up out this house. And I don't ever want to come back here. So I'm terrified. I'm shaking in my boots. My friend, at that same very moment, one of the ladies that was working in the family room, remember I told you it was two ladies that was cleaning out the family room, she called for us. And we were like, okay, well, what's going on? So we rushed back there to see what's going on. And she said, hey, the items that are in this fireplace are items that they use for voodoo. I said, and how do you know that? She said, well, my children's father, he's Dominican, and his family practices voodoo. And these are the same kind of items that they use. Excuse me? Oh, no, baby, you won't be taking no locks up out of here. You won't be taking no essence up out of here. You won't be getting none of my fibers up out of here. Okay? So I just told her what the experience was that we had in the bedroom. I explained to all of the ladies what just happened. Now, we worked with an older woman, and she was just like, okay, well, this is not a good sign. I let them know that this will be our last time cleaning here, because I refuse to come in that house. Okay? Refused. And as soon as we decided to refuse, something knocked over. We all had gathered in the family room at this moment because we were listening to what she had to say. Something knocked over some of the Tupperware in the kitchen. Oh, baby, it was time for us to go. We left with the quickness. Okay? I did not stay around. I did not find out. I let them know as soon as we got back to our main hub to meet up. We let them know that we no longer wanted to clean there. Okay? I was mortified to understand that the King James, the New Testament, and I've seen it with my own eyes. So that's the only reason why I'm saying, like, a lot of people will doubt, oh, the Bible is this, the Bible is that. After that moment, that made me think that I should start doing my own research, and I should start really finding out the Bible and making sure that what I was practicing and what I had been following. My mom, I'm not new to this. I'm true to this. I grew up in the church. I sang in the choir. My mom, we used to go to youth church on Saturday. My sister danced on my sister was a praise dancer. Sorry about that. Got a brain fart for a second. My sister was a praise dancer. We were always at church events. We always went to Bible camp. My dad's uncle had owned a church. My aunt and my uncle on my mom's side, they were pastors. We had always been embedded in the church. My grandfather was very religious. My grandmother was very religious. They followed the word of God. They believed in the word of God. My uncle passed away holding his Bible. Okay? My family has always been a very spiritual family. For me to see that made me understand in that moment that how religion played a big part in a lot of our families. And it may not even be true. That scared me so bad, y'all, that still to this day when I tell that story, I get freaked out. But I understand now, going on my own spiritual journey and me developing my own relationship with God, what those things were setting me up for. Seeing things like that, having experiences like that was setting me up for a bigger purpose in life. But I have some more spiritual stories. I have some more kind of like supernatural stories. So if you guys want to hear it, please make sure that y'all like, y'all share, y'all comment, y'all follow me, and we can really get into some real shit. Love you guys. Bye.